Hi everyone, today I'm going to be testing the Revolution foundation stick against the Primark foundation stick. Now this is the one that's currently out online at the moment. It'll be out in store on the 28th of March. This is £5 and that was £2.50 and they're both full coverage. This is like a velvety finish it says, and this is obviously full coverage. Full coverage. So let's go. First of all, what I always do is I spray with the Wake Up Face Mist from Primark. I spray my sponge, get it a bit damp. Normally I use the MUA Pro Base Set and Prime, but today I'm going to dry it with the Primark one because I'm finding the MUA, I don't really think it's working, to tell you the truth. So I'm going to try the Primark one. I wanted to do a proper test, so it's best to have a prime one that I know is actually going to work. And the Primark one does work. So first side, we're going to do the Revolution one. Primer is definitely set because it feels dry now. So we're going to do a couple of strokes of this. Right, I'm not sure if I put too much on them, but a lot of other YouTubers have sort of trying this out. They'll put it on quite thickly. So I'm going to do the same. I'm looking in the mirror in case you're wondering that I can get it right. I have got quite olive skin, hence why I've bought the F5 foundation shade. Don't think I've put enough just there. It does feel quite creamy and oily on your skin. I think if you've got oily skin, I don't think this would be any good. Right, that's that side with the Revolution. So now for the foundation on my left side of my face. As you can see, I've still got the Revolution on that side. Let's start. So we'll do the Primark one. I'll put the same amount on my face as I did for the Revolution. I have got dark spots on that side, but we'll cover them up. And I will be using a different sponge for the Primark one. As you can see, my makeup's falling. As you can hear, my makeup is falling everywhere. It's going to be interesting to see which one is better and stays on. The Revolution or the Primark. I think that's done. It does seem slightly lighter. It's hard to show you in this light. I will show you in another light for you in the window. Yeah, that's that one on. Right, now for the concealer. This concealer I'm just using for my eye area because my eyes are quite dark. So I'll do the same with the Revolution and the Primark. So, oh, quite a lot comes out. Wow. It's on a little sponge thing. Very nice. Now when I blend my concealer in, obviously because I've got aged skin, you don't really want to drag your face, so I use this little brush from Primark to kind of blend it in, because it doesn't drag your face as much. Getting older problems. Right, I want it lighter because I want to be putting eyeshadow on it. Does seem very light compared to my foundation. Oh my word. Probably this shade is obviously a bit lighter because this is my daughter's concealer. I normally would have got a shade a bit down from this, hence why it looks really white. But I'm trying to blend it in as best as I can. Next for the primer, so I'm going to put this on the part of my eye here, and then the other bit lower down. I'll try and put a big amount on like I did with the Revolution. And a different brush to massage it in. Well, it's going to defeat the object of what I'm doing. A lot of you probably say, why the heck are you doing it with one of these little things? But this is what suits me better for my skin, using these brushes. Right, now for I'm going to be putting the Luxury Banana Powder from Revolution. First time I'm trying this. I think I'll just have to tip it in the lid and then put the brush on, because it's not kind of telling me how to get it out. If anyone else can give me some advice on how you get this out, thank you. I'll take the lid off. It's a bit confusing how you use this. I'll tip a bit into the lid. Oh god. Oh, first time using this. Oh my god. I think I've put too much on. And it's all over my top. Apparently, this is supposed to take away red tones in your skin. Now, I do look quite banana-fied because I can see it in the light. I'm not too sure. Right, I will be showing you a proper window light, so don't worry too much. When it's done, and I'll show you the different lighting. I'm going to be using the Primark. I haven't really got a loose powder from Primark, but I have got the sweat resistant mattifier mace powder. So it's Stay Put as obviously the banana powder. So here it goes on this side. I can honestly say the foundation does feel better on my skin. This feels quite thick on my skin. Not to touch, but just generally. This feels a lot more smoother, the Primark. But anyway, that's the Primark one. Next, right, now for the Revolution highlighter I'm going to be doing just there. Don't normally do highlighter, but I thought I'd give it a go this time. There's it on my nose. This is going to contradict that bit, but the cheek bit will be different. I honestly cannot see this stuff when I'm putting it on. Right, I don't know if you can tell if it's on my cheekbone. I'm going to have to show you in another light, but it's there. Now for the Primark one, that is a stick. Obviously I've got the Revolution on that side of my nose, so I'm going to have to try and do it that little corner. Just here and just there. I try and dab it in a bit. I do like this Primark one. This is from the new nude selection. That was £3. Yeah, I do quite like the look it gives, if you can see. Can't really do it there because we've got the Revolution one on. Now for the blusher, so I'm going to do the Revolution blusher. I think I'm going to do that shade. That's my sort of shade. Oh, I quite like this. I might pinch this off my daughter. This is my daughter Jessica's Revolution palette. Oh, I do quite like that colour. New brush yet again. I'm going to be doing the Primark blusher, so here goes. This is a lot darker in shade. Oh, cracker. We'll try and take a bit of that off because it seems a bit too dark. That's a bit better. I'm going to use the contour here. So we'll go for the dark. I'm a bit pretty useless at doing contour, I have to admit. I do need a few lessons on contour. Across there. And then the hairline. Right, that's the Revolution one. Right, and now for the Primark contour. So I'm using a stick for this one. I'd say I've got dark spots here, so it's a right pain in the backside when I want to put contour on. Now I've got a different brush and I'm going to blend this in. Try and blend it in. I've got dark spots. It don't always necessarily blend in very well. It's blended well on the nose. Red lipstick. Now for the lipstick, I'm going to be using the Revolution. Now, the Primark, I'm doing the super matte one. That's the Revolution side. Now, I haven't got so there it goes. I can honestly say the Primark does feel better in my skin. I do prefer the Primark highlighter. Right. But I prefer, I think I need to just put the Revolution on a bit contour better, because it has contoured so well on the side of my face. But I'm going to keep this on, and then I'm going to come back in about 5 hours and let's see what it looks like, if it's still on or not. But that's the Primark side. The blush is a bit strong. And that is the Revolution side. Now here, look, my contour looks so dark there. The lighting is like awful. There's another. So this is a different view from window lighting. Obviously that's the Revolution side, and that is the Primark side. So I'll see you in about 5 more hours to see just how, if it stayed on, or if any of it is like caked up, because I have got a couple of wrinkles. So, the Revolution lipstick actually is fading quite a bit. As you can see. It has now been about nearly 6 hours since I last had the foundation it's still on. Quite dark. The Primark and so the Primark one has lasted longer. Now, all I have done is I've had a cup of tea, so I've not ate or anything. I feel as if, as for the foundation, the Revolution you can still see the Primark highlighter on my cheeks. Then I feel that the Primark one still is up here. Probably because the Revolution one, I've still got my contour on, and you can still see the highlighter. Now, it's a bit hard to tell in because I've got different sorts of lighting because it's now night time. But personally, overall, I think because I have got quite a few fine lines, the Revolution has kind of covered up my lines. That's my review with the Revolution foundation. Because of my age, my wrinkles. It's covered up my wrinkles better than what the I would actually say Primark one has. Both of them. You can see my. I'd say the Primark 7 out of 10, and the Revolution obviously really because of it's covered up my lines. So it has covered up my lines better. It gave more of a coverage on it. Hi, so, thank you for watching the video. If you did like it, please click a like and a thumbs up, and any comments about how you feel about the Revolution foundation or the Primark foundation. Score.